Okay guys, so before I get into anything, what I want to talk through is what we call a tripod foot. So you've got your 3 points of contact at the base of the big toe, base of the little toe, and the front edge of the heel. So you want even, when you're pressing into the ground, there should be even points of pressure going through all those. So when we're doing our exercises today, and when we're on the Duradisc, when I say tripod foot, if it's starting to slant one way, those 3 points, we want them nice and back and balanced again. So really focus on that. That relates directly to sporting performance, rehabilitating an injury. You always generally have a weaker side that you want to rock into. We want to be able to bring it back balanced. So if you're landing, we're not collapsing in, causing more damage to the injury site. We're going to start 1 foot on. Make sure those toes are nice and spread. Hands can go on just for a little bit of support to start off with. Then we're looking, focus on something in front of us. It's going to be a little tap in front, a little tap behind. So we're going to go 10 really slow taps, focusing on that tripod foot. So that's 2. Keep the hip, knee and ankle in one straight line down. Stance 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Same thing on the other side, hands on, make sure we've got stability. Straight line from the front of the hip, mid patella and ankle. Should be one straight line going down, not caving in with the knee. Tripod foot, and let's go. So 10 taps on this side now. The lower we go, the harder it is. So if we bend this knee more and more, it's going to test that ankle out even more. So keep trying to bring that ankle back to the tripod stance. 5, halfway. And 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So slowly coming out from there. Now we're going to focus on moving the foot on the Duradisc, keeping that control. We're going to put pressure into our toes, put pressure into our heel. We want to, when we put pressure into the toes, there's a lot of people will start to roll in. You want to keep the foot flat as you rock back and forth, yeah? So this is a hard one. You're probably going to lose a little bit of stability, so make sure those hands are pretty close so you don't topple over and hurt yourself even more. So get your stability first, holding on. If you feel like you're good to let go, but keep your hands close. And if not, you can keep your hands on it the whole time. So it's going to be a rock forward, a rock back, really slow. So 10 reps again. And at your own pace. So I'm up to 4 there. Really going to be moving around a little bit, but try and focus on really getting that foot flat the whole way as you come through. And 10. Good. Alright, so I'm going to change sides there. You'll feel pretty shaky by the end. No matter what, your foot's going to collapse a little bit, as long as you know when it collapses, you're bringing it back to neutral. Same thing again, get your stability first, make sure you're good, and then rocking the weight into the toes, back into the heels. Good, 2. And 4. 5. 6, 7, try and keep the foot flat as you roll. 8, and 10. So, if you can't guess, my right ankle is actually the one I've torn 2 lateral ligaments on the outside before. So often if you've done a ligament injury, that side's going to be a little bit more shaky, yeah? You might struggle a little bit more. So that's generally the side you want to focus on a little bit more as well to get that stability back. So for this next one, if you've got a step at home, that's great. If you've got a slant board, that is the best. Or if you go to a gym with a slant board, use that. I've got a little yoga brick today. That'll do the job for me. So we're going to place the bases of the toes right on the edge of the step or the slant board, whatever it is. Both hands on the wall, and then from here we can come up with both legs. One lifts, and then we're slowly dropping down over 5 or 6 seconds on the one side there. So both feet go on for the lift, coming up as high as you can, and then slowly dropping down over 5 or 6 seconds on that one side. 5 on each side here, so that's already 2. And 3. And 4. Really get that control. The slower you go, the harder it makes it, and the more benefits you get. And 5. Okay, so still same thing. You're lifting with both. Now your other leg will lift off. For me, it's the left. Dropping down as slow as possible. You should feel a big, strong stretch down the bottom, but we want to make sure as we go into that stretch phase, you've got full control. Good. So 2. 3. Brick's a little hard, it does roll around a little bit, so if you've got a step, it is better. You get more of a stretch. And last one there, 5. For this next one, we are using a resistance band. So if you don't have a resistance band at home, maybe go out and get one. They're super cheap, super beneficial for this sort of stuff. With the resistance band, this is a light resistance band, so start with the light. Some people get to a medium, but generally you'll be sticking with the light for majority of the time. So with the light here, what we're going to do is place it around the bases of the toes. So if you had the other foot here, it's almost like we're going out. You're trying to high five the feet, get the bottoms facing each other, a little hold in, and then slowly out. High five, and slowly out. So we're going to go through 6 here. This is for 3, and try and get it. Each rep you do, get it as far in. Get that foot coming all the way in if possible, and with the release as slow as possible. So let's go. Last 2. That little 3 or 4 second holds, really slow release. So you see I'm a little shaky there. I actually need a little bit more work on this. Legs stay nice and straight, holding, and then slowly coming out from there. So while I'm facing this way, I'm going to switch the band, come in just a little closer, go around the other foot, because what we're going to do, and then we're going to go to the outside this time. So both feet going out, and then slowly back in. So out. This is a really good one for those who have done lateral ligaments in their ankle. Out. So what we call eversion. And for 4. Try and get it as far out as possible. Should feel the side of the legs starting to really work hard. All the perineal muscles along here. 6. Good. All right, so we're going to change sides here. I'm going to try and do this so you can see. I might have my back to you just a little bit. So we're going to go into the eversion on this foot to start off with. And so let's go here. So both feet going out, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And then switching on back onto the other foot, and remember this is a high five 1, and 1, and good 2, three, and 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so then, still using the band, still placing it at the bases of the toes. we're going to be sitting here, starting with our foot nice and plantar flexed, and then pulling it into what we call dorsiflexion, holding for 4 seconds, 2, 1, and then a slow release. So pulling that band towards you, holding, 4, 3, 2, 1, slow release from there. And halfway, so 3 to go, holding, 3, 2, 1, slow release. 2 more, holding, 2, 1, and a slow release. And last one, 2, 1, and a very slow release. Changing feet from there. So remember, bases of the toes, other leg bent, come out, so you've got tension on it to start off with. Start with your foot in plantar flexion, and then from here, squeezing it back towards you, and slow release after 4 seconds. Okay, so that's 2 down, 4 to go. Squeezing back, holding, 2, 1, slow release. 2, 1, slow release. That's last rep. 2, 1, and a slow release. Okay guys, and to finish off with what we are going to do, if you've got a golf ball at home, that's great. Tennis balls can sometimes be a little soft. I preferably love a lacrosse ball. We're going to place this on the ground. You can hold onto a bench or something close by if you need. And we're just getting this into the bottom. So you're going to literally do little circles and try and really aggressively get it as much as you can take into the bottom of your foot. So we're trying to free everything up. We're trying to free up all of those little intrinsic muscles in the bottom of the feet, as well as that plantar fascia. So just go through and do a few minutes on each side, so we can change sides here. Really, the more you do of this one, the better it is. So there's no, you don't have to put a time limit on it. So that's good. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed today's ankle intrinsic and stability program. With this one, you can complete this every day of the week. So if you're coming back from an ankle injury, of course, if there's pain, make sure you stop straight away. You're not ready for this. Consult with your physician before doing it. And for everyone else, if you're just wanting to improve your stability and it doesn't hurt you, every day is great. So hope you enjoyed it. Please write any questions you have in the comment section below. And yeah, we'll see you next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed.